I know best. We are the best team in the South. We are the best team in Anarchy. And right now, we are the hottest team going in the country. Yet, that crappy owner, Franklin Dove, will not give us our just due and give us a title shot. So, if we're open to stop squad, you idiots, whatever they're calling us up this week, come on out here. Us crackers want a title match, so come on. I come out here because all I hear in the back is nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. But you wanted a match. I told you I'd get a partner. Here he is. Buster.
Would expect to see, and then we have a surprise like this for our main event tonight. Iceberg is in action.
Well, we saw Iceberg earlier in the year at Hardcore Hell in the War Games. He made his first appearance in months at Fright Night as an official in the steel cage match for the heavyweight championship. Now back in action, teaming with Slim J.
And again, you talk about, a match with huge implications. Obviously, we know that at Fright Night 2013, we had crowned new tag team champions. That was
That would have been Shadow Jackson and Nemesis.
And
Remember
they are
Unforgivable Blackness.
There you go. I'm throwing it to you, son. So you got to be ready when I do this. See, this is why I hate incompetence in the announcer's booth. When I say something, you're supposed to finish my sentences. We're supposed to be like an old married couple, but I'm the much younger, attractive member. We're like the, like the old billionaire, but I'm like the young billionaire, and I got like this really old, dirty lady. That's like our relationship here.
Are you calling me Anna Nicole Smith? Wait,
I don't think you're quite that big, but again, we'll have to take some measurements. But back to the matter at hand. Again, we saw a title change just a few weeks ago at Fright Night 2013. So this match has gigantic implications. This match could definitely determine the #1 contender for those Anarchy tag team titles.
Well, Shadow Jackson and Nemesis said they were going on vacation, taking a break until.
Let me ask you this: Where do you think they go on vacation? Where do you think they went to? You think they went to Where do you think?
I have no idea where.
Just guess. Where do you think? You think maybe Hawaii? You think maybe Cabo San Lucas?
I have no idea.
Well, anyway.
I know they're not here. I know I'm not getting assaulted by Shadow Jackson or Nemesis.
I know, and that's the only thing I regret about this evening. But the great thing is we have some awesome action. And talk about Iceberg in his return match. He could be vaulted into a spot of #1 contender for the tag team title. His first match back.
I have a little bit of an update on something we saw earlier on. As vicious as Todd Sexton and the Modern Classic BJ Hancock were with one another during their contest, I've heard BJ Hancock suffered a broken tooth during that contest from the strikes back and forth.
And, well, we saw some very devastating forearms. I can't... I didn't see the tooth break, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past Todd Sexton or either of these two guys. We've seen some pretty serious injuries with how hard they were hitting one another.
Of course, that was the match before, and now we're going to see Iceberg in the ring.
Back to action. First time, long time in an Anarchy Wrestling ring, we get to see Iceberg, and we see Posey obviously doesn't want anything to do with the returning Iceberg.
Well, you heard Hollis say you wanted this match. Go.
And again, well, let's talk back. Fright Night 2013, we saw an epic match between Corey Hollis and TNA's Gunner.
That's right.
A David versus Goliath matchup.
A match you had to be here to see.
I know. That is not coming out on our TV broadcast. You had to be in the arena to see TNA Gunner, former TNA Tag Team Champion, take on Corey Hollis.
Mike Posey did not just slap Iceberg.
You do not slap...
A body slam attempt?
Is he trying to body slam Iceberg, you do not body slam Iceberg. There's a handful of people in the history of Anarchy Wrestling that have ever body slammed Iceberg. After many attempts, I believe Gunner has got him up for a body slam, and May and Michael Judas, but those are the only two that I know of.
You know, Iceberg is a man that can make even a traditional body slam look like a power slam.
But again, back to the beginning of this match, when we saw Slim J and Iceberg jump into the ring, Corey Hollis was cool, calm, and collected, standing there staring them down. We saw Mike Posey jump out of the ring, get out of there as fast as he could, and that just goes to show you, Corey Hollis is in a better position to be in this match right now.
Of course, he's not upside down like his partner is.
But no, again, he's a man that literally has the experience against the larger man, against Gunner, against guys like Michael Judas, against talent all over the world, guys much larger size than he is, but he still finds a way to equal the competition. And right now, I bet you that I really, truly believe, the bottom of my heart, that Mike Posey wishes that Corey Hollis was in the ring right now with Iceberg, as he gets tossed around like a rag doll. You see just blind swinging from a seated position, doesn't know where he is right now. And this is bad news for Alabama Attitude. We may have the tag team of Slim J and Iceberg vaulted into the #1 contender position for our Anarchy tag team titles.
Well, Iceberg with a big boot to the face of Posey. Any match right now, any success in tag team action can get you looked at for tag title. A double team. Slim J cannonballs into Mike Posey.
And that's a move we've seen made famous by the returning Iceberg. Getting Slim J in on the action, putting him in for the cannonball maneuver.
If I had a choice over who I was going to get hit by with that maneuver, it would be Slim J over Iceberg anytime.
You know what? I will tell you this. You know how they say great things come in small packages? Slim J may be one of the hardest hitting competitors in Anarchy Wrestling. Don't let his stature fool you. I mean, yes, he is under 6 feet tall. Yes, he is under 200 pounds. But again, he is one of the hardest strikers in the history of Anarchy Wrestling. I have had the unfortunate opportunity to stand across the ring from that man, and I have seen stars, I have seen Tweety Birds, I have seen things that I don't want to see.
Double underhook could be around the world. Double underhook into the suplex.
No, he's got him into a front face-lock submission here. He's got the legs grapevine around his body.
Well, he stayed on after the suplex. Posey pointing, letting the referee Ken Wallace know he was on the ropes and to break the hold.
And again, it goes back. We talk about Mike Posey and his abilities there. You know, once being a senior official, for multiple companies all around the world. One thing he knows is ring position, how to break a count, you know, how to get away with certain things. You know, that's a great advantage for him.
Posey's working on the arm of Slim J.
And that is a maneuver I've literally never seen before. He slammed the arm down across the top ring rope. He then maneuvered him around into a top wrist lock and dropped the arm down on the top rope again.
They're going to try to make that arm of Slim J completely useless as Hollis stays right on his well. You heard that snap when he twisted.
And the question is, he could have dislocated the shoulder, he could have dislocated the elbow there, he could have broken the forearm. There's a tremendous amount of pressure when you pull that arm down and hyperextend it over your shoulder. I don't know what condition Slim J's in. All I know is he's in the center of the ring. He better get to one of these ring ropes quick, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Roll up into a pin. Wasn't able to get the pin count.
But again, look how you will see a traditional hammer lock in the sport of professional wrestling. But you saw how he began that lock from basically almost a 90-degree angle. He's putting that extra torque, that extra tension on the arm. That's something that you wouldn't recognize, not being a competitor.
You're right.
The average lay person at home wouldn't recognize. These stupid fans in the audience won't recognize. But I recognize as a competitor, that is a lot more pressure on the arm of Slim J. He needs to get out of that position. And you see Slim J working to maneuver to get rid of the leverage on that arm.
Beautiful drop kick by Hollis, sends Slim J down to the mat.
Sends him end over end. And again, back to the arm, you know, working quick tags in and out, you know, just basically continuing their dominance of Slim J here in the destruction of that left arm.
Well, that's the best thing they can do, Posey and Hollis, is keep Iceberg standing on the ring apron. as long as humanly possible, if not for the remaining duration of this contest.
Oh, trust me, if you were in Mike Posey's head right now, you would think keep Iceberg out of this match at all costs. And let's look at just the subtle differences you see when you see Mike Posey in the ring. You see the top wrist lock, but you see how he has his arm and his wrist over. Now he delivers the elbow strikes to it, and he goes, I guess he's going for a pin here. But he continues to focus on that arm, but see how he has the wrist and his wrist locked. He is putting additional tension on that arm, more so than you see from a traditional top wrist lock there. And again, it's those little nuances that are the difference between winning and losing a match.
This is your main event this week here on Anarchy, Alabama Attitude. Mike Posey in the ring, his partner Corey Hollis on the apron against Slim J in the ring, and Iceberg. Your announcers, Brett Wolverton and Andrew Pendelton III at ringside, calling the action this week.
And pardon my Latin, but what a hell of a main event.
Is that Latin?
I'm pretty sure that's Latin. Wolverton, did you go to college, Wolverton? Have you read a book? Okay, when you read a book, then you can learn about words. When you learn about words, then you can say them. So what I suggest you do is go home, get one of the books that you use, where you color them in and you see the pony and the horsey, and we're going to slowly work on your repertoire of words. Sorry, that's your group. Let me slow it down. Your group of words so you can intelligently speak about the sport of professional wrestling.
Beautiful suplex by Hollis.
And again, Hollis going for the quick pin there. Smart move, he obviously wants to keep Iceberg out of this match, and he wants to get the pinfall, so it's again, smart wrestling maneuver. You don't see him pointing at the crowd or dancing around or trying anything flashy. He is going for the pinfall every chance that he gets.
Around the world, and down goes Slim J. He needs to make the tag, but...
Oh! And you heard that kick resonate throughout the Anarchy arena. I mean, we literally just saw Slim J grab Corey Hollis, run up his tag team partner Mike Posey, and deliver an ace crusher type maneuver to the neck of Corey Hollis here. Then a devastating jumping kick, enziguri kick to the back of Mike Posey's head, and he is desperately going for that tag.
Inches away, and he gets it. Iceberg's in, and this is what Hollis and Posey wanted to avoid.
And again, a shot to the face sends Corey Hollis all the way out of the ring here.
Well, clothesline almost put Posey's head out of the ring.
Oh. And you hear those shots ring throughout the arena. I mean, just the force of Iceberg, the size of Iceberg. And the massive Iceberg slamming down on young Mike Posey.
What? No way!
I can't believe what I just saw. Corey Hollis literally picked up Iceberg in the middle of the ring. Although he didn't get him up fully, he did get him off the ground.
Do we have, I hope there's photographic proof of that someday. I can't believe what I just saw.
And a diving knee shot to the chin in the face of Iceberg. Oh.
We have a roll up in the ring. 1, 2, and 3.
Your winners of the match, the team of Iceberg and Slim J.
And a match simply stolen from Alabama Attitude. I don't think Slim J was the legal man there. How did he make the cover?
Well, obviously, referee Ken Wallace saw some sort of tag between Slim J and Iceberg.
Wolverton, did you see a tag?
No, there was so much action.
I didn't see a tag either. I call shenanigans on this entire match, Wolverton. Shenanigans, shenanigans, shenanigans. Your rightful #1 contenders are standing there. Alabama Attitude, Corey Hollis, and Mike Posey.
Hollis is offering a handshake. He says, all right, you got the better of me this week. Posey's not quite sure what he's seeing. Well, we got a nice show of respect between Corey Hollis and Slim J.
And I cannot understand what is going on in Corey Hollis's head. He is dividing this tag team. You saw him single-handedly maneuver to allow Iceberg to crush his tag team partner, Mike Posey. Now you see him storming off like a child. And what is going on with this once dominant tag team of Alabama Attitude? it's sad, it's sickening, it's disappointing. I can't believe it.
AP3, it's been a wild week here this week. I can't wait to see what next week holds. Fans, for my broadcast colleague, Andrew Pendelton III, ring announcer Johnathan Feltner, I'm Brett Wolverton. We'll see you next week.